Good morning, this is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing some additional cloud cover build in since the earlier briefing, but still looking at a nice weather day ahead of us today. Still seeing some light winds out of the east, northeast, right around 6 to 7 miles per hour at the peak in the last hour. And seeing our temperatures starting to climb up into the 70s, looking at around 73 at this time. And again, expecting a nice weather day ahead. And should see a pretty good stretch of weather in the extended forecast here. We'll see a few low-end light chances of precipitation, but not very impactful and not very likely in the extended forecast either. So looking at pretty dry, seasonable conditions as we move through the next several days. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, looking at high pressure in control over the local area, and that's going to keep things nice and quiet. We'll see this boundary start to approach or continue to approach the region as we move through the next 24 hours, and that's going to bring some increased cloud cover moving through the day today, and a very low end chance of maybe seeing some light, unimpactful sprinkles or light shower possible, mainly as we get into the day tomorrow. Taking a look at the upper level winds from this morning, sounding had some fairly light winds through the column this morning, generally out of the east, closest to the surface, becoming more northerly to westerly as we get up into the mid and upper levels, seeing our peak wind at 20 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level today is at 14,400 feet. Look outside the current visible satellite, we see some additional cloud cover that's built in locally here. I do expect that to continue to stick around as we move through the day today, and we'll likely see some increasing cloud cover as the boundary situated well off to the northwest continues to move closer to the area. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, we'll see as we move through the day, expecting dry conditions as mentioned, and then you can see this increased cloud cover building in over the local area, and that sticks around through the overnight time frame and into the morning. Could see a very slight chance of maybe a light shower or sprinkle through the early morning hours Saturday, as you saw some brief reflectivity popping up there on the model, but better chance as we get into the Saturday afternoon time frame with continued cloud cover and some light reflectivity around the area. But again, by better chance, it's only looking to be about a 15 to 20% chance, so not very likely, mostly just seeing some cloud cover around the area. And then we'll see that start to clear out as we go into the day on Saturday, with mostly clear evening Saturday evening. And going into Sunday, we'll see plenty of sunshine around for our day Sunday. If we zoom out and look at the longer term forecast here, we'll see high pressure continues to stay in control behind that front. We'll see another upper level trough digging into the northeast and bringing another frontal boundary into the area as we move into the day Monday. As you can see here, some moisture along that boundary, and then that starts to dissipate as it approaches the local area. So looking at another very slight chance of maybe a light shower through the day on Monday as that front passes through, but overall expecting mainly dry conditions to prevail. And then behind that, we'll see high pressure continue to stay in control, keeping things nice and quiet as we move through the week. Next week, as you can see, no precipitation in the forecast here. We do see some thickness values lowering as we get towards the later part of the week, and that's going to indicate some slightly cooler temperatures moving in as we move towards the end of the week. But dry and seasonable, comfortable weather as we move over the next several days. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours. High temperature expected around 75 degrees this afternoon. We'll see those winds turning more southeasterly as we get into the afternoon as well, peaking around 6 to 11 knots. And we'll continue to see some increasing clouds as we move through the day as well, becoming mostly cloudy, possibly overcast at times as we move through the overnight time. We'll see those winds becoming fairly light and temperatures cooling down to around 62 degrees, and we'll pick up a very slight chance of that light sprinkle or shower as we move past the 1 a.m. time frame on Saturday morning. But again, expecting mainly dry conditions to prevail. Looking at tides about a half a foot above normal in the extended forecast here, we keep that slight chance of a light shower in the area for Saturday, but again, most likely we'll see mainly dry conditions, partly to mostly cloudy conditions. High is 78 for our Saturday, and then back down to 76 for our high on Sunday with partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions. We pick up that very slight chance of a light shower on Monday as well, with that second boundary pushing through, but overall partly to mostly cloudy. We'll see some slightly breezy conditions with that front, and a high of 77 out ahead of that front. And then moving into the remainder of the week, we're looking at our high temperatures right around 70 to just below 70 degrees, and then our low temperatures will be a bit cooler with our lows down in the lower 50s for the work week next week. So looking to move to a more seasonable fall-like temperature pattern as we get into the extended forecast here, and nice conditions will be expected. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again on Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.